All right, here we go. Welcome back to Sometimes Social.
Hi.
So today we have our first guest.
Woohoo.
I'm your first?
First one ever, yep.
Oh, I thought Lucito and Anthony were your first ones.
No, that's a different podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Troy. I'm Jesse's brother.
My brother.
Younger brother.
Yep, and you guys are how far separated in age?
How old are you?
I'm 12.
12. Oh, we shouldn't have said how old he is. Then they're going to do the math of how old I am.
So you guys are how far?
10 years apart.
Holy
10 years.
smokes.
So you're 22? Oh. Okay. Oh.
So
Yeah, I'm 22. Is that right?
That's right. No, you're 20 years apart.
No way.
Yes.
You're 32?
Shit, I don't know how to do math.
Yeah, you guys are 20 years apart. So we made these stickers, Sometimes Social. I want to give that to you as our first guest. Put that on whatever it is you want. Maybe your parents' car.
Well, they're going to get mad.
So speaking of your
Put it on an
parents,
iPod.
how do you think they feel about you being on our podcast?
I don't know. You're going to have to talk to them about it. But I'd say excited.
They're
Excited?
excited.
As for
They're
their
excited
son.
for you?
Their son is on a podcast with my
Their
sister.
daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
We forgot to cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we start every
Let's start
podcast
with
with
the
a cheers.
Cheers. Cheers him.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
No.
Magic of editing.
And then you got to drink.
Oh. Let's
So
get started.
so today we're gonna talk about owning a dog.
Yeah.
So we have 2 kids. We've been together for about 10 years. We haven't owned a dog together.
No, we have not.
Our kids do not know what it's like to have
Own
a dog.
Yeah.
But you have owned a couple dogs, right?
Yep. This is my second dog.
Second dog?
Max.
And what kind of dog do you have?
He is a pug, like a light pug, who definitely likes to sleep a lot outside.
He does?
every time we look outside the window, he's always laying in the grass,
Oh.
getting sun baths.
He
But
likes to sunbathe.
Our first dog was a multi for a poodle and a, not sure what they called him, a multi pool, but
Okay.
I don't know what she was with another.
Probably a Maltese.
Oh yeah, that's it. So he was a little white dog. With the I know my grandparents loved him very much.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Why didn't they take him?
they did. They just wanted half and half.
They're the ones that let him back.
No, actually, they loved him a lot,
Yeah.
but they were really disappointed when we had to give him away to another different family. So that was my first dog that we've had. But obviously I was probably a little bit too young to have a dog then.
Right.
As for we didn't train him as when he was a puppy, therefore making him like if he was a boss of the house. So with what's different with Max is that we have started training on Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
And we are getting a little bit far now. I tried to teach him a little bit more of sit, so he'd do it on command.
And is he doing it?
We have to say sit about 3 times before he does it.
Sounds like Anthony.
It takes practice.
Yeah, but we've been getting a little bit of progress done. He's been listening a lot more now.
Yeah.
He knows what it means when he has to go take a bath or when he has to lay in
Really?
his bed. So
Little by little, he's learning. new
yes,
things.
yeah. He's not as clingy. Sometimes he wants to be independent. We've
That's
seen
good.
at nighttime. We sent him to go to his little bed, and he'd be so comfy on the carpet that he would just we would pick him up to where he was standing on all fours. We'd have him follow us, but then he'd go right back to the spot where he was laying down.
Maybe it was cooler on the floor instead of his bed.
Maybe.
Maybe he was
I don't know.
hot.
Well, yeah, he usually is hot.
So you said the name of your dog. How did you guys come up with the name?
Actually, his name that we came up with was Maximus.
Okay.
Okay.
We call him. Every once in a while we call him that, but we just call him Max for short, and that's the name he knows of. So we call him by that.
And so why did you guys choose Maximus?
We chose a name that was a little bit more unique of a typical dog name.
That's a very unique name.
Like
Buddy.
And we weren't creative when we picked that dog.
That's why you no longer have him.
Yeah. Actually, I was the one who picked his name.
Buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My mom was picking all these names that were good, and we just picked
Buddy. For your previous dog.
Yeah.
But, so, who chose Maximus? You?
I also chose Maximus.
But you put more thought into it this time.
Yes, because I knew he was going to be a special dog.
Aww. But where did you hear that name, Maximus?
I didn't hear it anywhere. I
just kind of came up with it.
I kind of thought of it a little bit, and I knew it would be like a new, different name. So I chose that, but for short, so people don't have trouble pronouncing problems or get confused, we just call him Max.
It's nice.
So
you did a good job.
So how do you like having a dog?
It's every day is something new. To be honest, it's never a dull day with Max.
Is he hyper?
Yeah, he is hyper.
I wonder where he gets that from.
You?
Probably. So every day he would spend the morning in his little bed. Then we send him outside, and he just eat his food, and then he would lay out in the sun. But going towards the nighttime, like around 5 to maybe 10 or 9, he would start again hyper. So we take him out for a little walk. By little, I mean like a long walk, or down the neighborhood, up by the mountain, and come back. And then by that time, he'd be out of breath. So we take him outside for some water. And after he drinks like a few gallons of water, he would be able to come back inside. And instead of him being all hyper, he would actually be a little bit tired and sleepy. So most of the time, we were able to watch, like, as we never even used to when he was a puppy. Now we are able to watch movies and all that without him interrupting and doing all that crazy stuff.
Because he's not hyper anymore.
No, because he's getting a little bit older, so he's a little bit sleepy head.
Did you know that we used to have a pug before?
Is his name Reggie?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I remember we used to have 2 pugs, Reggie and Jenny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You remember them?
Mm-hmm.
You were little.
Yeah, you were little.
I only remember them for what my parents told me about them.
I don't know if he was born.
Yeah, he was born.
Yeah, I was born because they said that Reggie was really jealous of me and Jenny loved me as if I was her own child.
But Reggie was really hyper. Like, he would be taking us for walks instead of us taking him for walks.
I know. My parents told me that he had a long... he used to like to sleep on their bed.
Yeah, I believe that.
When you guys got Max, Yesenia over here struggled with calling Max. She would call him Reggie all the time.
Yeah, I know. I remember that, and I'd always have to correct her.
I think I called him Reggie today, didn't I?
You did.
I can't help it. He looks like Reggie.
Yeah, he looks just like Reggie.
I've never seen any. I've seen photos of Reggie on our stairs, but I've never seen.
You know why you see that photo? Because I made that. Did you know that?
The photos of Reggie?
Yeah, I made that little frame with Reggie in it. I made it.
So all the pictures on there is yours?
I made them, yeah.
All the pictures on the stairs.
Not all of them, but that frame with Reggie I made it.
Yeah.
Do you know how they came up with the name Reggie?
No.
So there used to be a running back from USC. And
Wait, he doesn't play anymore?
no, he doesn't play.
Oh. I didn't know that. I thought he plays in
We're
the
talking about
pros.
Reggie, who was around 10 years ago.
Oh, but he doesn't play in the NFL?
No, he doesn't play in the NFL.
Okay.
So there's a running back that played for USC, and as you know, your dad's a huge USC fan, and his name was Reggie Bush, so that's why they named him Reggie. And then Jenny was named Jenny because of what?
Jenny from the Block. You know who Jenny from the Block
The
is?
song?
Yeah, the singer of that song.
So they had a lot of inspired names from, oh my gosh.
Reggie Bush and Jenny from the Block, because
Yeah.
you know Mom's a huge Jennifer Lopez fan.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she still is. But yeah.
She still is. Ask her. So, who cleans the dog poop? Do you clean the dog poop?
There's been occasions where I've cleaned the dog poop, but
Occasions.
it's only my dad. It's only my dad who does that.
He doesn't make you do it?
He wants me to do it. He says he can't wait. He can't wait for me to turn 13 so I could start picking that up instead of him.
Why do you have to be 13?
Because he says I'm too young.
Well, when you
Why?
turn 13, you tell him that you feel like you're still too young.
I know that, but it really does stink. So.
The poop stinks?
Mm-hmm.
I bet. The dog.
Is that the hardest part of owning a dog?
Yes, that is. That's the hardest part of owning a dog when he's a little bit older. The hardest part when he's a puppy is trying to make sure that he poops and pees in one spot. But after that, we have to deal with picking it up and dealing with the smell.
Does he do it in one spot now?
He does it on the side of the house, but occasionally he would go up to the corner of the grass and poop there. But
That's not good.
that's not usually common.
Has anyone in your house stepped on dog poop yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm not gonna wood,
My dad is really worried that we might.
Yeah.
That's why he picks it up as soon as he sees it, huh?
Yeah. But that's also why he always tells us to be careful.
I can see that.
He wants us to be careful for dog poop that isn't there.
That isn't there. So what do you like most about having a dog?
I love all the company it brings with us, even when if you live alone, or like if you don't have a lot of time to spend with anyone else because you're doing something, having a dog right there next to you will also be like a little bit of a replacement for that company you've missed. So, and plus he's just a great family pet. It also, when you take him out for a walk every single day, it also helps you with your exercise.
Yeah, it does.
That's my mom's favorite part about having a dog.
Oh yeah, because she likes to exercise a lot, huh?
She does.
She does.
So he sits there with you while you're...
He would sit there. He would wander around and go by the kitchen looking for scraps. But yeah, if you want him to stay in a certain spot, you have to just tell him, and then he would stay there. But that's only if he's like a little bit calm. If he's a little bit wild, like if he has a lot of energy, there's a chance that he might get up when you are not around him.
Mm-hmm.
But with a dog, it also comes with a lot of attention. So, usually when you spend most of your time with a dog like Max, especially because pugs like to have lots of attention. In exchange for that attention, they give you attention. So,
Sounds like kids.
I was just gonna say, it sounds like my kids. They require a lot of my attention.
The difference between kids and dogs is that you don't have to pet a kid's head. No.
You have to scratch their back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with the dog, you have just maybe go outside and play with him a little bit. You rub his head, make him happy, and then he would listen and happy. Just be a happy dog.
So speaking of kids, just like today's kids, this generation of kids, this dog is also on TikTok, huh?
Mm-hmm. He is.
Is he gonna be TikTok famous?
I'm not sure.
So what is his TikTok name?
Max the Pug 6.
Max the Pug 6.
And how's that going?
So far, I don't make videos that often because 1, I don't have any ideas. 2, I'm not that famous when it comes to stuff like that.
But you have to make videos in order to be TikTok famous.
Yeah, we do this podcast for all 6 of our followers.
We just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Then eventually we'll get to 7,
With ours, usually it takes an hour for people to finally see my videos and see how Max is like a obedient dog.
So what do you do on these videos? What is he?
Usually he just do we just record like our latest video was basically just recording him on his little walk and try to make it as entertaining as possible. And with most of the scenes on there is pretty entertaining.
Really? You got a lot of views?
Not really.
No.
But still, we like to put that up.
Are you hashtagging your videos?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Not a lot, like crazy.
Maybe you
making
should.
a big description of hashtags. But
Maybe you should. That way more people see it.
And do you come out on his TikTok?
No. The only appearance they've seen from me is my hands.
Yeah. Why don't you come out on his TikTok?
Because I wanted to be like focusing around him.
That makes sense.
Because people, as much as love as Max gets a day from us, I mean, it'd be nice to have a little bit of like, hey, that's a cute dog. I like that dog.
Love
and then
from
they'll
other people?
Yeah, and then they'll just keep watching, and then they'll be like lighting up their day a little bit.
Oh, that's sweet. So, how did you convince Mom to get you a dog?
Actually, it wasn't me. It was my dad.
Dad convinced her? Oh, no wonder.
No. Dad. We usually have to get across from Dad if we're gonna get a dog.
So you had to convince your dad.
So with my dad, he was looking on Facebook when he saw that this celebrity got lots of pug puppies. I don't remember which one. So we were looking through the area to see which pug area we could see which pug we could adopt or own. So we are looking, and maybe 4 days after my birthday, we saw this. My dad, I'm not sure who he found him from, but we met up by PetSmart.
Okay.
Because that's going to be the closest area because we don't have any dog supplies. Mm-hmm. So we pick up Max, and Mom had to make a quick trip to Ralph's, and that's where he took my dad took my first picture with him, me and Max. And he looked like a little young dog.
Baby?
Mm-hmm.
Baby dog? Baby pug?
Yeah. So when we were traveling to PetSmart, he peed in the towel we got him. So there's our first.
It was a great start, huh?
So we took him there immediately. I forgot what how bad pee smelled like for the dog.
I can imagine.
It smelled terrible. So we rolled down a couple of windows.
What car were you guys in?
I think we were in Dad's car.
He probably was mad.
Well, he wasn't mad because
was he regretting buying the dog?
Oh. Well, it was probably too late now, but still, he would pee on the towel. If he were to pee on any other area, then he would have been mad. Mm. So he started off with our dog by getting him little
diapers.
No. So he started off with Max by giving him his potty pad or potty training pad, and he was learning that a lot. He would pee on it occasionally, and I say occasionally because most of the time he would pee on his floor.
And who would clean that up? Your dad?
Mom.
Oh,
Mom and I would have to clean that up. I was there to make sure that Max didn't accidentally knock
on it.
Yeah.
I asked if, how do you convince mom? Because Luis, when we were in high school,
Yeah.
he bought me a puppy. It was a Chihuahua.
Toy Chihuahua, yeah.
It was a girl, named her Daisy. And so it was a cute little puppy. I have pictures too. And one day I came home from school and the puppy was gone.
Oh my gosh, she didn't.
Oh, yes, she did. Ask her.
Oh my gosh. Because actually, right this moment, Mom is trying to convince my dad to get a French Bulldog after he trained Max.
What? What the heck? How come she didn't want the dog that I had?
I don't know. But at this moment, she's trying to convince my dad to get a French Bulldog while I'm training Max.
You should. I like French Bulldogs.
My mom said, my dad said that we wouldn't think about adopting a French Bulldog unless we train Max. So that's why we're in training.
Good strategy.
It was actually my opinion to train Buddy too, but we never did. So
they should have listened to you. Maybe you would have also had Buddy right now and Max.
Then if we had Buddy and Max, then we wouldn't have gotten a Frenchie. Actually, my mom already has a name for a Frenchie.
What's the name?
Franklin.
Franklin
the Frenchie. Or the French Bulldog.
The French Bulldog, yeah. Yeah. Well, she did. She told me that the dog ran away. That's messed up, huh?
Do you think that's true?
Well, if she really did run away, would she be so calm about it? Oh,
yes.
Ran away. So sad.
So what you're saying is that you believe her?
No.
You don't believe that it ran away?
No, I don't believe that it ran away if she's so calm about it.
Yeah, she would have been like hysterical and probably like sad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she wasn't. You know what else? When I was little, before I was a teenager, I wanted a puppy, and I kept asking, like, I want a puppy. And then Grandma Vera, she came home with a kitten.
My mom hates kittens.
Yeah. Well, my grandma too. I don't know what she was thinking. But she came home with a kitten. I'm like, what the heck? I wanted a puppy, not a kitten.
So what happened to the kitten?
I don't know. It ran away too. This one, I made it run away. No, just kidding.
Maybe we shouldn't get dogs then, because they tend to run away from you.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, so we will probably eventually own a dog. I had a dog growing up too. I had a Chow Chow.
I had a Chow Chow too.
Yeah, those dogs were huge though.
When I was little.
Yeah, I was too little, and the dog got too big. We had to get rid of it because anytime I would go outside, it would just jump on me, and it was trying to play, but I was just too small.
If that were the case, then you with the dog, if you're looking for a dog that would like get on the couches and all that stuff, because we don't let Max go up to upstairs because go on the couch or up the stairs because he sheds so much.
Mm-hmm.
You should get like a small dog or a dog that doesn't shed at all.
Well, don't all dogs shed?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the dog's gonna be on the couch because your sister doesn't even let our kids on the couch.
They gotta wash their hands before they sit on the couch.
Well, then there's this other thing where we use for making sure that Max doesn't have as much hair. It's the exterminator. We use it to
exterminator.
Someone's gonna make that joke.
Had to be him, huh?
I was thinking it was gonna be you.
Why me?
So the exterminator. What does the exterminator do?
It's basically like scratching your dog's back, but when you're doing that, it's like you're holding it. It's like a hairbrush. Okay. You just put it on your dog, and it would just keep doing it, and they'll be relaxed. As much as they'll have lots of hair, you could put it in a bowl, or you could just throw it in the trash. But the exterminator is also like a reusable source. Currently, we put it in a bowl, and then we throw it away as much as if there's a lot of hair.
Wait, you throw the brush away?
No, We throw
the
the
hair
hair
they take
in the
off.
bucket away.
Yeah. So
Why in a
they
bucket?
well they put why
Well,
don't
they
you
have
guys
to-
throw it away right away?
Because they have to keep doing it. We have to keep doing it because he sits down.
Oh, okay.
When we leave, he gets up and walks away. We have to make sure.
Dog problems.
We have to make sure that he stays in one
People
spot.
out there with dogs are like, yeah, I get it.
We're clueless. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So eventually we'll get a dog when we own a house. But right now, we can't have a dog here. We have to pay if we get a dog here, we have to pay an extra $50 a month for a dog. For rent.
Then you guys gotta work harder.
Yep.
I don't
So-
want to do that.
So it ain't happening here.
Although Anthony really wants a dog.
Yeah.
He even has a dog as his screensaver on his phone.
Oh, I know. I've seen that. I'm still trying to figure out whose dog it is.
It's just a dog he found on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Because he really wants a dog. We're trying to convince Grandma to get a dog. Grandma should get a dog so that way someone's with her.
Yeah.
Or a dog is with her all the time.
Dogs aren't very no. Dogs are very like they do very good company. Like we can have a dog sitting down right there and it'd be just like having
They're good companions.
yes. If you're like a little bit sad or depressed with a dog, you could with a dog or a cat, because cats do that too. You could pet him and have him just lay down next to you, and then you just forget
You
stuff.
feel better.
You feel better and also forget stuff.
Forget all the negative
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Let's specify because we don't need grandma forgetting stuff. Well, if we tell her that Anthony wants a dog, maybe she'll get one.
Well, Anthony's been telling her that he wants a dog. And that's why I said, well, we're going to keep the dog here at Grandma's house.
Well, then she would get a kitten.
But I think she's warming up to the idea. Maybe you can convince her too. You convince your mom and dad.
We already have a dog.
I know, that's right. You convince them to get a dog. Maybe you can convince Grandma too.
It was Mom's idea to get a little French bulldog.
What about the pug?
It was Dad's idea.
Okay, well, maybe you should ask them to see how you can convince Grandma. Maybe she'll listen to you.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one.
Yeah.
So how do you think you did, Treasure?
It's a lot of questions.
Were you
And
were
a
you
lot of
nervous? Were you
answering.
nervous when we
I
started?
was nervous when we started.
Yeah.
Are you nervous right now?
No.
No. Are you good? Do you want to come back and be a guest for a second time on our podcast?
But what's the topic?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later down the road.
I have to talk with my parents.
Oh, dang! You have to talk to your agent. You'll have to talk to his
Are
agent.
you gonna start charging us?
Huh?
Are you gonna start charging
No,
us?
no charge. My mom might.
Well,
Maybe
thanks.
you can start your own podcast.
Not really, because it's just gonna be me. I don't have nothing to talk about other than I have a pug named Max. Plus, most
Maybe
people,
you can talk about your pug.
the people who are watching this right now, not many people, but the people who are watching it might be able to see and all the things they need to know about getting pugs or dogs.
Yeah, maybe what if someone wants to get a pug, and if you make a podcast about, the good thing about having a pug or about your pug, maybe it'll make them want to get a pug too. No?
No.
Okay, well, you can just be a guest on our podcast again.
Well, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
And for those of you guys watching, we appreciate you guys watching.
Yes.
Make sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast,
I was
Google
going to say
Podcast,
Apple Music again.
Google Podcast, and YouTube.
Thanks for listening.
See you guys later.